What's going on, YouTube? We back at it again with another banger video. Man, before we get into it, make sure you sub up to the channel, like up the video, man, and check up my last video I just uploaded. In that last video, I just picked up my very first 2011. Definitely a dope video, man. So go and check that video out, man. I'm gonna leave the link at the end of the video. You should see it somewhere in one of them little boxes. But man, as you can see by the title, man, we got a nice video, something very controversial, something that I feel like everybody needs to kind of figure out what really fits them. So as you can see by the title, we're looking at what's better, a plate carrier or a chest rig. All right. So that's what this video is about today. I'm gonna weigh out the pros and cons of both, and let's go ahead and dive straight into it. All right. So first off, man, we have the chest rig. All right. This is the chest rig. This is my configuration of it. As you can see, with a chest rig, what you're really trying to do with that is have the most ammo as possible. Okay. Mine set up like this. I know someone else's setup may be differently depending on what type of firearms you have. Me personally, I have an AR-15 number one, and then I also have a CZ Scorpion. So that's why you see those CZ mags in there. Just depending on what I'm carrying in my car as my car gun for that day is going to depend on, how this is set up. But I have it pretty versatile where I have some CZ mags and I have some AR mags. I got 4 AR-15 mags. I have a flashlight, a handheld flashlight. I feel like that should be in, pretty much everyone's kit. I have a tourniquet over here. And I also have a, just a little face shield right here, just to cover my face if I need to, not for like, I'm about to do some crime, of course. We don't do that. But, you never know what the elements may be outside. So, I keep that in there. And the chest rig, I mean, it's really nice and it's lightweight. And that's why I would say plate carriers are great, and we're going to get into that. But the benefits of a chest rig is that it's lightweight. You can move around really good. You don't have anything obscuring your stock or your brace when you're trying to shoulder your firearm. And, the chest rig, it could be very beneficial. Also, you can just throw this in a backpack. And as you can see, it's not that thick. So, you could throw this in a backpack, have it in your car just in case you ever need some, you never know what the fuck might happen. The world is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully nothing crazy does happen where we have to use any of this. But, you got it just in case. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw this chest rig on and I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. All right, guys. So now I have on my chest rig. As you can see, this is how it looks. I'm going to stand up. Hopefully this is in frame. But as you can see, it's very tight to the body. Okay. I can move around. I can run around, and I'm not going to be as fatigued as if I had on a plate carrier. I'm going to kind of give y'all a 360 view of how this looks. Hopefully I'm not too close. But this is how the chest rig looks. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big fan of chest rigs. Number one, I can use it, combat. I have plenty of magazines on me. If you want to, you can fill all these slots up with AR mags. It's totally up to you. But I also like to use it at the range if I'm shooting my AR-15 a lot, so I can keep a lot of mags on me. But like I said, man, the maneuverability with this is just going to be phenomenal. Also, as you can see, when I shoulder it, I have nothing obscuring this brace from going into my shoulder. All right. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly fine. Nothing really changes. Okay. I got a little bit of added weight on my body, and that's pretty much it. And that's why I would tell anybody, as far as the chest rig goes, it's definitely a good purchase. Number one, it's cheap. You're not going to be spending a lot of money, unlike a plate carrier. If you want a decent plate carrier, you're going to spend a little money. You can get a chest rig anywhere from $50 to $110, depending on what kind of rig that you want. They have some that's a little bit bigger than this, and you can hold more magazines. It's all basically on your preference. All right. So, whatever you feel like is for you, you know what I'm saying? You can go for that. But, once again, this is the chest rig. This is what it looks like. And we are about to compare it to my plate carrier. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off and I'm gonna show y'all that. All right. Now we have the plate carrier. Now, as you can see, it's big, it's heavy, it's bulky. We're gonna break it down. Okay. With this plate carrier, I actually got this from Tacticon Armament. Hopefully this is in frame because I'm not about to hold this up the whole time. I'm gonna put it on in a second. But I got this plate carrier from Tacticon Armament. As you can see, it is a black camo plate carrier, big heavy duty plate carrier. So if some shit hit the fan 9 times out of 10, I would go with a plate carrier over a chest rig in certain situations. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that, then we're gonna break this down. So what I mean by that, if I am, some shit hit the fan. Matter of fact, check out my shit hit the fan video. It got over 2,000 views. It's a really good video on if shit hit the fan. I broke down a lot of different things. I feel like you guys would actually like. I'm gonna also link that video at the end, so you're gonna see that and the other video I told you about earlier. But if shit hit the fan, 9 times out of 10, I'm not trying to go out and about. More than likely, I'm staying back and I'm trying to defend my home. With that being said, I would be more inclined to wear a plate carrier as such on the basis of I'm not moving around a whole lot. I'm just trying to protect my property, and that's pretty much it. That's why I would choose this in that type of situation. Now, if it was a situation where I might have to bug out, and vehicles are still operating, I probably would bring my plate carrier along and have it in my vehicle. If I had to bug out or something like that, even though that's really not the. Hopefully, we don't have to do that because ain't nobody really prepared for that situation. But if I had to, I would have this in the car, but I would have my chest rig on the basis of I can move around really good with a chest rig. Unlike this is gonna slow you down. You're gonna be fatigued. Okay, so if you got to run around and stuff like that, man, unless you're training in it and you well equipped, I wouldn't even waste your time trying to get a plate carrier, because if you can't move, I mean, you're a fucking liability. Don't act like you can't get shot in the face. You know what I'm saying? You can always get shot in the face. You feel me? So the plate carrier, yeah, it may stop around, but you want to be able to be mobile. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, let's get into this plate carrier. As you can see, I have 3 magazines on the front, and I also have 3 pistol magazines. All right, I got the 3 magazines for obvious reasons. You need ammo. And I got the 3 pistol mags. But as you can see, you cannot carry as much ammo on a plate carrier versus a chest rig. Okay. Um, Also, if you're running a vest, more than likely you're probably gonna have a battle belt or some mags on your waist. Once again, more weight. All right, so it's gonna slow you down a whole lot, and that's why I say it's cons to it, but it's pros to it. The pros is you have some type of armor. Okay, you get shot in the chest, you might survive. Possibly you could have a punctured lung. Depending on what you got hit with. I mean, it will stop the round, but you got to think, man, these things will bulge. You could break a rib, puncture a lung. You just never know. You feel me? But it's plates in the front and back. With this particular plate carrier, as you can see, I got a zipper right here. You can store something in there, battery, snag, whatever you want to put in there, you can put in there. Talked about the placard on the front. Also, I have a backpack on the back of this thing. All right. So Tacticom Armament, they did a really good job with this plate carrier. It actually came with this backpack. This is their elite vest, and it attaches right to the back of this plate carrier. So you can put, whatever little goodies you need in there. Cool. There's also a water pouch at the back of it. So, as you can see, I got this tube. You're gonna have to stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? You in one of those type of situations. So, we got that at the back as well. All right. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna show y'all the bulkiness of it and what I mean by maneuverability. All right. So give me 1 second. All right, guys, the plate carrier is on. As you can see, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna stand up in just a second so y'all can see the whole kit. All right, so this is the front, of course, magazines, everything right here. Nice, compact, tight to the chest. This is the back with the backpack. This is a bigger backpack. That's why this backpack does kind of hang a little bit. I do have smaller packs, but for this particular loadout, I wanted a bigger bag so I could put more stuff in it if need be. So that's the angles of it. Yeah, it looks a lot more flush without the backpack, but we got the backpack for reasons. All right. So this is what it looks like. All right. First things first, I can go ahead and tell you off rip, this sucker is heavy after a while. When you first put it on, you like, okay, this ain't too bad. I could run around in this. Stay out there at the range for over an hour with this thing on and you moving around and stuff. You're going to be sweating like hell, number one. You're also going to be a little more fatigued than usual, okay? I work out a lot. I do a lot of training. So, my body probably can go a little longer than your average person. Your average American is not even fit. So if you're not fit, I don't know why you want to run around with a plate carrier anyway, because you're gonna be too you're gonna be too damn fatigued. So man, that's another thing, man. Fitness is key. Um, Especially in a shit hit the fan situation, man. You want to be able to move. If you can't move, you're not gonna make it. I don't care how many guns you got. If you are not physically fit, you're not gonna be able to make it out there. And that's just simple as it get. However you feel, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass in the gym so you can be able to move if something does happen. All right. With that out the way, like I said, yeah, fitness is key. And so these things get heavy. All right. So, either A, get your butt in the gym, or B, you need to start training in your stuff, running around, moving around, because they are heavy. All right. So diving more into it, I'm gonna show you what I mean by it's pretty sometimes, depending on what type of plate carrier you got, it's kind of hard to shoulder your weapon. There is some plate carriers that are a little bit tighter to the neck area, and you'll have more real estate in the shoulder area. You do have to keep in mind, I'm not a big guy. Okay, I'm 5'7", 165 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And so this takes up a lot of room on me. You feel me? I got a lot of coverage. So it may be different for you. You may be 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", whatever. And it might not take up as much room. But for me personally, like I said, I'm 5'7", 165. It takes up a lot of real estate on my body. So when I go to shoulder my weapon, unlike the chest rig where I can get a great shoulder, this, I'm hitting the edge of my shoulder. You see what I'm saying? And if I want to get it in this area, I would have to probably move or try to adjust this a little better to fit all the way in my shoulder. It's a lot harder to do. Granted, I could shorten the stock down and I could just do it like this, and then I'm good to go. But when I go full length with this thing, it's kind of hard to get a good shoulder on the weapon. But when I collapse the stock and I get that tuck in, I pretty much can do what I need to do. But like I said, pros and cons. Okay, with the chest rig, there is no adjusting. You can do exactly what you need to do. With this vest, it can be a little hard at times. All right, like I said, depending on how you got your setup, it may not be like that, and your body composition may be different than mine. All right, so that is that. But weighing out the options, I will say, me personally, in most cases, I am going for my chest rig. When I'm traveling, I'm not carrying this. I'll be damn. I'm not running around with this shit. You know what I'm saying? If I do decide to carry around a plate carrier, I will have a dedicated plate carrier, to travel with, something small, something compact. But this is my battle ready plate carrier. Okay, so if you do want a plate carrier to keep in the car or something like that, I recommend going something, a little more low profile, something that you can move around in. Because if you want to run around in this, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be tough. As you can see, this is kind of bulky. I do have trauma pads along with the plates. So don't forget that. Don't just get a plate carrier and you don't have no trauma pads. Because if you get hit with a round, I promise you're gonna feel that shit. I mean, you're gonna feel it regardless. But bro, put some trauma pads in your plate carrier. That you definitely want to do that. So this thing is bulky, and it is what it is. So you can't go wrong either way. I recommend having both. But if you can't have both, if you can't afford both, get one or the other. I mean, either is better than nothing. Okay, you can only hold so many magazines on your person. It's very nice to have a either chest rig or a plate carrier to holster some magazines and also body armor. But that's pretty much it for this video, man. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I know some of you guys that's gonna watch this video are probably way more knowledgeable than me on this topic. And if so, that's perfectly fine, man. Put me on game with something that you may know. But man, that's like I said, bro, that's pretty much it for the video. I'm gonna have those other two videos linked right here. They're gonna be right here in this area somewhere. But man, look, I appreciate y'all. We on the road to 2K. We on the road to 2K subs, man. We about to hit that real soon. So man, I'm gonna holler at y'all until next time. Like up that video, sub up. Peace.